Live from London, this is the Satellite Festival.
Reeves and Mortimer and EMF, and I'm a believer. On the Satellite Festival 1998.
Wipe the floor.
Right, I'm going to have to go upstairs now, because I have to go and put the VTs and things on, and press lots of buttons. And Andrew's going to be over there. Wave, Andrew. Yeah, that's Andrew. Not to be confused with Dave too. But you're getting the hang of this now, aren't you?
Yes.
Andy does the sound. Andy? Thank you, that's Andy. And Dave does the sound down here. It's good, isn't it? So I'm going to disappear upstairs. We'll be running the Coming Up promo. You know, the one which keeps saying coming up. This time it's serious. Bad gag, I know, I'm sorry. And it's been played to death, really, hasn't it? I'm sorry. It seemed like a good idea when we did it. So I'm going to go run that. Stick around. The Satellite Festival will continue from 9 o'clock this morning. So you've got 20 minutes until... Well, hopefully Eric will have woken up. He didn't look very well earlier, did he?
No.
You can't shake your head, Andy. I'm sorry. We'll get them trained by midnight tonight. I'll leave you with Dario G and Sunshine. I hope you've enjoyed the last 40 minutes. I've had it. It's been a blast. So we'll see you later. I'm going off upstairs now to play with some videotape machines. I'll see you later. Till later. Bye-bye. Satellite Festival 1998 continues. I'm going now, I promise.
To say that?
Sits back in shock to raise, but
It's only taken 48 takes. But...
You're quite happy nodding on here because they can't actually see. I wish this was in vision.
Hello, I'm Laura.
I'm Dave.
I'm Eric.
And this is the Satellite Festival.
Nice job.
Right, that's got rid of him then.
Join the Emperor Rosko right here on Global Satellite Television. Coming soon. If anybody wants to hire me, you can call me, fax me, email me, do whatever you want. I'll be there. Have mercy. Just ask for the Emperor.
Morning, world. How are you? Are you well? Welcome back to. It's very early in the morning, isn't it? Morning, guys.
Morning.
Why do you two look so bright and breezy?
It's not really very early in the morning.
No, well, it is.
You know, people in Moscow have been up for several hours. Just
People in
waiting for you
Crete
to
have been
come
up for
on the air.
hours.
Yeah, absolutely.
They've been telling it.
People in the Middle East have been up for hours just listening to Dave. And
Dave Rhodes is mega alive and kicking. Can we see David upstairs?
He hasn't slept, I don't think.
I don't think he has either. He's been doing the breakfast show.
Is that
Hosting the breakfast show.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, look at the adrenaline level.
Up there, he's
Oh,
there.
gosh. And then you two look bright and brilliant. I just want to go to sleep. I'm tired. Been up all night.
Well-
Anyway, welcome back. And you're all going to be doing your stuff in a minute, aren't you?
Absolutely. And in fact, one of the reasons why Eric is so tired this morning is, unless you were lucky enough to be tuning in last night, you won't know that he was doing live line dancing here in the studio. We had a large troupe of line dancers, and he did very well. And perhaps we might be able to show you a clip of it later on, but I'm not sure. We'll have to check with Dave. No. Anyway, viewers have been up and calling in and faxing in, and so we thought we'd check out where the viewers have been. Can
I do a quickie first? A quickie, because our website was a bit buried last night under bodies, the weight of people downloading the schedules. So thanks to all you guys, but I've spoken to a good buddy of mine, Steve, and he's put all the schedules up on his website as well. So we have two websites that you can download the schedule from.
What's the other one then?
The other... Very good cue, Paul. Hey, this is good. The other web address is www.newstide, NEWSNIDE.com. So it's www.newstide.com. And thanks very much, Steve. He's put all the schedules up on the front page for Sunday, and with a bit of luck, we might be right by about 10 o'clock this morning, allegedly rumoured, or something like that. So over to you guys. I'm going to have a little doze.
OK, well, we've had a bit of response to the programme. Laura, have you got a particularly amusing response to our programme?
Well, we've got some great ones here. Some good, some a bit mean. I can't believe it.
What, mean?
Nasty. But
You mean they didn't send you
them anyway.
Well, they didn't send the £5 notes, that's the deal.
No
Was it 5 guilders or 5 Deutschmarks or something?
I'll just read a couple. The first one is from Muller Communications, Jürgen Muller. Hi, Eric. Nice to see you again.
Morgen, Jürgen.
Greetings to all Satellite Festival viewers, Eric, Laura and all involved from Muller Communications, located near Stuttgart, Germany. All the best for the 6th edition and hopefully more to come.
Oh, what's the little picture at the bottom there?
That's our webcam.
Oh, he says, nice uplink site you've got, the picture of the uplink.
Danke, Jürgen.
OK, Emmanuel Marquez, thanks for continuing to fax in to promote your new software program. I'm sure we'll find some opportunities to do that. That's Emmanuel from Portugal.
Is he after a shameless plug?
Yeah, shameless
well,
plug.
round of applause for initiative, sir.
It's also to do
Absolutely.
with link budgets. I'm sure it's going to be very useful. Yeah.
Right, well, I've got one here. 1 page of waffle, it said at the top. Hi, Eric. You didn't need to tell us that. Hi, Eric. You're coming through very clear on a 1.2 metre in High Wycombe, but then so you should if you're only broadcasting from 30 miles down the road. Very much enjoyed last year's Satfest. Look around the Chaparral Shed, and this year very much looking forward to BBC, DAB, Bentley Walker and Caroline.
Oh, yes, BBC DAB. I'll be on Glyn Evans will be on a little bit later on, explaining how it all works. Got some videotape of how the DAB system works. Some upgrades from Bentley Walker with their new products as well, and some stuff you haven't seen yet.
Oh, so
off you go.
Stay there, stay there.
Right.
It'll be so much easier to sit on my backside with a jug of home brew to look over the Caroline instead of clambering up rusty ladders, etc.
That's a good idea. I can understand. You don't understand that at all, do you? You're lost, aren't you?
What are you talking about?
He's talking about the radio ship.
Eric's video about the ship yesterday.
Okay, Anna.
So
Sad case.
take
Sad
it
case is written in brackets. Yeah,
Yes.
I agree. No doubt someone will be waffling on about computers. Well, before you can get onto e-nets,
Yeah.
etc., perhaps you could show me the on-off switch position on my laptop. He's got my
actually,
problem.
if you've got a teenage daughter or son, just ask them.
Yeah.
Fact of life, they'll know.
Have a great weekend, folks. I'm going to... Pete from High... I'm going to...
It means he's going to have a great weekend.
Oh, I'm going to.
I'm going to
too. Pete from High Wycombe. Thanks, Pete.
Okay. And another guy with a 1.2 metre antenna is Henning Mo in it says Tafjord. I wonder if that's right. Yeah, it is. You done it again. Tafjord.
Yeah.
Latitude 62 degrees, longitude 7 degrees, in the middle of Norway.
Absolutely.
And he says, can GE tell us about what they plan to have for the Sirius 2 Europa beam? And I think we can tell you a few things. We have Cypriot TV, we have Swedish TV International, we have a couple of multiplexes of digital television that will be coming out of the UK, and a lot of feeds, regional feeds of fairly well-known TV channels across the different countries in Europe. More from us later. We'll be putting out some press releases in the next couple of months. But glad to see you're tuning in on our beam instead of the more usual Nordic beam, Henning, right?
Well, this one's from Eric's youngest fan, 17 years old. What about your
Ah,
daughter? She's 3.
she's 3.
Yeah.
No, she's not a fan. She
switched off yesterday.
She ditched me because she said, "Daddy, boring. I want to watch cartoons."
What can you say? And Mark Butthead.
Hello.
And
Hi, Mark.
are we allowed to say that this morning?
Well, there's Beavis and Butthead, isn't there?
okay,
Of course
okay.
there is.
Message from the son of Mr. Pirate. We were promised Eric line dancing.
Yes.
Not Eric skiving from line dancing. We want Eric to line dance, and if David and Lee laugh too much, from Eric's POV, get them to join in as well.
Which is
Cheery
exactly
bye.
what happened.
That's what we did,
You
isn't
read the
it?
script.
Yeah.
Are you satisfied? Let us know.
We did
Let
it
us
for
know.
you. Right.
Oh, by the way, Dave, are you there? You are there. Oh, he's got some videotape in his hand. Dave, £10. Do you want £10? Money. Do you want 10 quid? OK, can you trash the video from last night of the line dancing? Can you bulk
If you'd like
more?
20 quid to keep it. I mean, if anyone would like to take, to bid for
That would be bid for charity.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Okay.
good idea.
Okay, Knut Saterbo, who looks to me as if he comes to Norway, though doesn't actually say so, has sent this very nice
Thingy.
cartoon of Eric, but unfortunately we can't see it.
Thank goodness. It's a nice try.
Oh, yes,
Yep.
the manual from Portugal selling his computer software again.
All right. Laura.
Right, OK, facts from Keith and Philippa to Tessa Sapfirst. To all Tessa Sapfirst, hi festies, thanks for the wave. Still partying just before you knackered the titles.
We didn't break the
We
titles.
did not. From Keith and Philippa Morgan, hook in
out of
hand.
the way.
Excellent. What did he mean by that?
David's got a videotape in his hand.
Right, this tape
Yes.
How
is
much
you
is it
line
worth?
dancing.
Yes.
How much am I bid not to wander over to the other side of the road and get it transferred onto a tape so we can play it later?
Oh, we want it
Lots.
now. We want it now.
I can't do everything.
It has to be done, Dave.
Oh, you
Yes.
have to.
It has to be done.
Well, we
We'll have
need
it
to
by the end of the
know.
day.
We need to know if they want to see it.
Well,
I
that's
think.
true. Do you
Yeah.
want to see
Do you want to see?
Eric line dancing again?
It's worth it. Let me tell you.
No.
Okay.
No.
And Laura,
Get it,
line
Jack.
dancing.
Well, yeah, that's not funny. Eric's the funny one.
I think we ought to put the music on.
And
It's
see
on
if
there.
you remember.
No. And get David to line dance.
Okay.
I was busy upstairs. I wasn't actually watching what was going on.
No.
Sorry.
But you can watch the videotape and learn now.
Yeah.
Stella gives you all the instructions at the beginning.
I think not. Anyway, somebody's got to put the tape on and
Yeah.
somebody's got to vision mix it. And if I was down here, I couldn't do that.
Exactly.
So I better go upstairs.
And
We're overmanned
do
at this
your thing,
station.
Dave. Yeah.
Do you want me to stick around and zoom in on some nasty cartoons of His Lordship?
Nah.
No,
Nah.
no.
Nah.
I shall disappear then.
Okay.
See you later.
Thanks, Dave.
Bye!
Bye, Dave.
Bye, David.
Do a good one.
Oh, that is, I like this one.
Oh, you like this one?
Will you?
This is a great picture. From Ollie and Richie in Germany. Satellite Festival 1998, great show, keep on doing like that. And then he's put this cow with crazy eyes.
It's a mad cow.
It's a mad cow.
I think this is how the Germans see us here in the UK.
Oh, we
I
are.
think later on we'll maybe zoom in on all these pictures.
I've been eating burgers and things forever. You know,
Yeah.
it never stopped me.
We are mad cows, that's great.
Okay, here we go. Satellite World Systems of Christchurch and Dorset. Caroline competition. All right, okay.
We've done that.
We've done that bit.
Yeah.
But what he says, could you say hello to Richard, please? And how much did he get for the teddy bear he auctioned on the Intelsat Goonhilly transmission a few Christmases ago? That is the most recondite question I think it's possible to ask, isn't it?
That is a lot. Was it £20?
£20.
Okay, £20.
Do you want to? Who's the fact from?
This is Bob at Satellite World
I
Systems.
think Richard, come round in front and just say good morning to Bob, please, because he's remembered you from all those years back, which is a long way back now, isn't it? That's. Say hello to Bob in there. Hello to Bob. In there. Yeah, I know. Very good. Richard's back again, doing all sorts of stuff. Looking very smart.
It says here, Bob
I
says.
told you I'd be wearing one today.
Oh, okay. Yes. Gone.
I got some
Bob,
stick for the
Bob
shirt.
apparently was the guy who suggested the auction. Is that right?
Yeah, I think so.
That's okay.
Yeah, there you go.
And he has one last message. He says, please, please, let's get Caroline back on the air. There is no other station that can come close. I have listened from the very first test transmission on 199 metres.
Ah, bless.
Yes.
What happened to
He
Caroline?
must be about 105, isn't he?
Sorry, Bob. Sorry. No, I tell you, it's funny because you get that sort of funny feel about something like that ship and that stay. If you've never been on it, this is going to sound terribly anarchy. We go down there from time to time, as one does. My daughter went on the ship for the first time at 2 years old and ran around as if she knew the place. And she'd never.
did.
It's in the blood.
Anorexia.
And if you actually stay on the ship, it's as if when you walk on,
Anorexia,
the whole
yes.
planet goes away, and you go to sleep, and you know that you've gone to sleep. And when you wake up in the morning, you're just beautifully refreshed. Something very weird about it, but it's just that's what it is. It's just
so
a lovely
what
feel.
happened to Caroline then?
That's all very political, and it's too early in the morning, and it wasn't, and they changed the laws and all sorts of other things. But I have a feeling it'll be back somewhere on a radio station near you soon.
Okay, quickly
Near
on with the
you
next one.
soon. And near you soon.
Is that the end of the rack attack?
I think so.
Okay. I'm off. See you later. Bye.
We've got 3 characters now. Baby Anorak, Anorakette.
Anorakette. Oh, you can be an Anorakette.
Okay, here we go. This is from David Pay. Oh, David, he looks a bit mean. What's happening? Looking forward to enjoying info on satellite matters. So far, it's been computers, computers, computers.
Hang on, have I lost the plot there?
Wait for this. This is
Yeah, yeah.
Unless it picks up, I will switch off and take my ferrets for a walk.
What a good idea. Wonderful idea. Wonderful, yes.
You
I
can't
need-
exercise them enough with ferrets.
Absolutely,
No,
you've
you
got to
can't.
keep them in training.
You can't get them
Too
fat,
right.
otherwise you don't
That's
get
right.
down the holes.
That's right.
I need suggestions on the best way to go digital. I have 90 centimetres with digital...
Can't read his handwriting, actually.
Full band
LNB,
LNB
yeah.
Echo Star 8700 D2 Mac without spending too much. And what bird sat could I receive in Mongolia?
In Mongolia?
Mongolia?
When you were in
luck.
Essex?
Good luck, David.
Hey, listen,
David is going from Canvey Island to
you're in
Mongolia.
what David really wants is a load of free consultancy.
He
Yeah.
does.
Right.
David, I live in Essex.
kidding.
I'm going to
More-
find
there
you
is-
one of these days.
We were doing digital
Okay.
stuff yesterday more than once, actually.
You can get
And there's more
AsiaSat.
today.
AsiaSat 1, AsiaSat 2.
So, yeah.
Intelsat's various, Gorizon's various.
Yes, absolutely. I remember talking to somebody in a well-known satellite manufacturing company, and he was moaning at me because I was a bit rude about one of their products once. And he said, I can't get 400 channels on a digital receiver. I said, I don't know what dish you've got then, but I get a lot more than that. And we'll be talking more about those later. Lots and lots of channels.
Stay tuned.
Okay, Gianluca from Venice. What wonderful news from the UK. That's entertainment.
Oh, you're a star, sir.
There isn't actually a time on here, so it's difficult to tell what Gianluca was listening to.
Or watching
Signal
at
and
the time.
audio is okay.
Yeah.
Best wishes from Venice. Could you play a country song for me?
Oh.
Oh, that's good. That's last night. So.
Yeah. Maybe squeeze one in this evening for a little while. We'll
Well,
see
I
what
think
we
that
do.
was the first message we had from Italy. So
Was it?
the country filled in.
Oh, right. You're next.
Ti amo, Gianluca. Oh, that's so nice. Okay, this one's classic. From Andrew Weather. Eric, my grandmother thought I was tuned in to a well-known naughty channel.
No.
As usual tonight.
Naughty boy.
But I'm not. She's in her room waiting for you to strip.
Hey, Grandma.
Not a pretty
Sorry,
sight.
Granny, sorry, but really, you're safe.
He wasn't inferring I'm old, do you think, was he?
Okay, I think
Was he inferring I was old?
yeah, I think so. I think so.
You know who started that room, Roth? This one. Yes.
Okay, this is no. You have to listen carefully to this one because it's complicated.
Well, I say this only once.
John Locker
Concentrating.
from Wirral, Merseyside. Satellite and aerospace consultant.
Good morning, John.
Good morning, John.
Actually, we owe John a big thank you.
Yeah, why?
Because John was on a German TV station a couple of weeks ago, and he told everybody where to find us.
Oh, good.
So thank you, John.
Thank
You're
you,
a
John.
star.
Thank you,
Pleasure.
John. Anyway, John had a question. He says, up in the northwest, he's watching the North Central beam. Now, actually, not many people know this, but Sirius 2 has actually got
She's going to
three
scream
beams.
Anorak in a minute. You know that, don't you?
It's actually got 3 beams, one over the Nordic region, which is like high-powered DTH for the Nordic region. Our big wide one we call GE1E, and a little one with only 6 transponders on it, which is FSS north central. It's like Scandinavia, bits of Central Europe, and it sort
Richard,
of creeps
can you
down
zoom
a
in?
bit.
For
we zoom?
moi?
Oh, you got the right footprint there.
Joe's there. We've got 2 of them.
Okay. Eric will do you the footprint while I explain what John's question was. He says, we're finding the signal drops off considerably late evening through until mid-afternoon the following day, and the effect is similar to that of inclination, but follows a 24-hour pattern rather than a 12-hour, and of course we know Sirius 2 isn't inclined. And he's asking basically what's going on, and he says, see, he's on the edge of the footprint of that. No, that's the wrong beam, Eric.
Is it? Which one?
That's the wrong beam, you fool.
dear.
That's our beam.
That's it.
That's the one you want.
That's the one we want.
Okay. Top one there, right? So this is a beam which is, he's on the edge of that footprint in Wirral, Merseyside, and he's saying, what's going on? Well, the answer to this, John, is, I don't know, but I'm going to guess for you. The guys who really know are a company called Nordiska Satellittekjarbolaget in Stockholm.
Right.
That's our partners in this venture, and basically that beam has had to be shifted north-eastwards to avoid interference with the Eutelsat satellite at 7 degrees.
Right.
Originally that footprint was a bit wider, so my guess is that they're just configuring that beam at the moment, just steering it, testing it to make sure that it's at the levels that were specified, you know, to avoid interference.
Because you actually achieved more than what you thought with the whole satellite, really,
Yeah,
didn't you?
satellite seems to be half a dB to 1 dB more powerful than we thought it was going to be.
That's nice,
This
isn't
is
it?
nice, isn't it?
Yes, you like that.
That's according to, yeah, it's anecdotal at the moment. We haven't really tested that, except that when I'm reading the messages here, I'm finding a lot of people are getting signals which are even a little bit more powerful than Astra in Astra's footprint area. So we think it's a little bit more powerful than we thought, as well as actually we got a good launch and it's going to last longer than we thought. So maybe we'll make a profit.
He looks very happy about it, doesn't he? Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so that's a tough one.
Yes, off
We've
you
got
go.
a fun one.
Okay, we've got Julian from Southport in Merseyside. Hi, Eric and crew. All the best on SatFest 98. I'm watching and you are doing great. There.
Oh, bless. Thank you
Keep
very
it up,
much.
especially your dancing. You see, give us a mention if possible from your mate in Southport, Julian.
Hi,
Thanks,
Julian. Are you well? I can't keep doing the line dancing.
But we can keep replaying it though.
Oh, I've got a good one here for you. Stephen Archer from York, who's puts in big letters on the bottom of this, please read this out if you dare. And I think it's the please that got me. It got my
Was it the
attention.
please bit?
Yeah.
No, I'm afraid
So-
it'd be if you dare, it gets
If
me.
you dare.
Yeah, that gets me.
So his message is Satellite Festival. I think you missed the key word here, satellite. Last year was wonderful, great schedule, plenty of satellite-related stuff.
Right.
This year, what a load of, and I can't read that word, I don't know what it is. And then it says-
Rhubarb.
Rhubarb, yeah.
Yes.
Where are the dishes, receivers, etc.?
Hang on, the
You know.
dishes, that's the thing out the front of your house that you stick the signal up on, isn't it? And if you look on the web, that computer thing, those 2 big dishes send it up.
Right.
Okay?
And he says, you know, really interesting satellite stuff, you know. So he's been watching all day, and it's just a tiny bit of satellite. He wants more satellite stuff.
All right.
It says, is it really worth watching? I've got a motorised system and the common sense to turn over. In fact, Blind Date was more interesting.
Was it?
Apparently, yeah.
Oh, right.
We should have been watching that.
We should have been watching Blind Date. That's obviously Steve, yes.
He says, P.S. Even the wife enjoyed it last year. I think the word "the" there says a bit, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does a bit, really, doesn't it?
But she's got to go to bingo now because listening to some old grannies is more appealing to her. than
Really?
watching us.
Can I borrow that?
There you go. Yeah.
Oh, thank you very much. Lovely. That's what you call presenter choice. It's like viewer choice, you know, you can change channels. Wonderful. Thank you, Steve. Bless you. Morning.
I
Are you
bet
well?
you're watching
Have a good
today,
day.
Steve. I bet you are watching now. You're going to send us another email.
you see, because then he'll turn off.
Yeah.
And he'll miss all the satellite bits today.
Of course.
That's the deal, isn't it?
Oh dear, Blind Date's more interesting. It sure isn't. Is it, Dave? We've got our own blind dates going on here.
Oh! Oh!
Okay.
Ow!
Here we go. This one is from Andrew Anderson. Now that I've cleared the snow from my dish, I can now settle down for the rest of the day. I'm in the far north of Scotland, enjoying the show so far.
Oh.
Tell the fat bloke on the couch to stop saying sorry.
Well, I'm not on the couch.
It might not be you. Anyway, that one's from Scotland. I did say
What time
yesterday
was
I
that?
wanted some people from Scotland to
1701.
phone in. We're going to check out who the fat bloke is.
Yeah.
Do we want the next one as well?
Yeah, have another one.
Okay.
Yeah.
The next one is from Ezamit. Hi, I've been watching Splatfest on Sirius 2 throughout the morning. The reception is excellent from Malta. I'm using an MSLT analogue receiver with a 1.2 metre dish. Now you can put Malta on your map. Goody goody.
goody.
I want to
Hold on,
play.
just a moment.
I wanted to do...
Oh,
Oh,
When
okay.
the button pushed.
don't do it yet. I'll put it on later.
Put it on later. I've been waiting for you to say, or better still, to show the website address and the email address for a long time. Finally, I did manage to get here, but please, for future viewers and web users, could you show it via a character generator, perhaps? What's a character
That's a
generator?
good idea, David. Yeah, that's a good idea, David. Yes, I think that's a wonderful idea, but it's a bit difficult because of the symbols. Some of the character generators that are around don't necessarily have the ats and bits and pieces in it. It doesn't come out very well.
Is that the running words underneath the screen?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can I make a confession?
What, we don't have all the
Yes.
symbols, yeah?
You couldn't be bothered.
We don't have an @ symbol, sorry.
There you go, I was right.
But we'll do the World Wide Web one.
Do you know the problem now?
What's that?
I just thought that looking at the Aston last night.
Yes.
And you've run all the way downstairs, got yourself out of puff, to tell the audience exactly that which I've just told them. No, there's people out there like Steve that want you to do that. Oh, right, okay.
How's my beard?
You still have the tape, Dave?
Yes,
Okay.
I'm still at the tape.
Can we put the web address up in a minute then?
I shall go and type.
Will you?
Yes.
Oh, good at this.
Do you want the phone numbers and the fax number
Everything.
and the web address?
We'll go for the lot.
Just stick it across the top.
Yes. Okay.
I'll go and do some work. Don't get us to cut the camera. I can't do everything.
Okay.
Was that
I'm
a
a
li- was-
prima donna.
Absolutely. Was that a little Queenie strop we had there?
It was a bit queenie,
It
wasn't it?
was terribly Queenie, wasn't it? Yeah.
Rule Britannia.
Okay. No, it's actually, who's that from?
That was from Albert.
Albert. Very valid points, noted, and thank you very much indeed. We'll do something about
He
it.
said, keep up the good work.
Thank you.
And keep it going for a long time.
Well,
It's one of my little phrases.
The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak, I think.
We're tired, Albert.
it's in my eyes. Oh, no, I fixed them with that twinkly stuff.
Okay, we have greetings. Hello from Michael Hoover in Portugal. Enjoying the show. Very good signal via Sirius in Portugal.
Oh, that mate. You actually have Paul smiles every time that happens. Amazing, that.
Every
Isn't
time
it?
there's some country on the edge of the footprint, we get a good.
I think you better keep
signal.
going, Paul. I think
I've run
I will.
out. We need some more.
Okay, okay.
Paul's nabbed a lot of them.
Quick hello from the... well, we didn't have time to share them out.
No.
Quick hello from the team at Thames Valley Television in Reading.
Oh, no,
We're meant
Stuart.
to be working, but Eric's on the box, so we'll use automation this one.
I'm not going to say what happens when they go on to
There we go, hold
automation.
We don't mind. We don't mind. Oh,
No, but their bosses might mind.
Oh, well,
I'm
we
not
don't
going to
care
drop them in the
about
cart.
it's Sunday. I'm René Nefiez. René Nefiez, pronounced the English way, I hope, and I'm from Holland. I live 40 kilometres above Amsterdam in a little village called Blokker. I receive a very good picture with my 80-centimetre dish around here. My question is, can you give a demo about C-band and Q-band with a big dish? I thank you very much.
No, we did
Goodbye
that
to all the
last
viewers.
time.
We did that last time.
Yeah, we did that
You
last
just
one
didn't
in the
see it.
last festival. Well, that's very true. Oh, look. Look up there.
Oh.
Oh, very good. No sooner said than done, eh?
Up there is where they all are. The thing is, we did all of those last time, and in actual fact, we did them the last two events that we've done, where we've had the bigger dishes out with the C-band things on. And the trouble is, well, no, it's not the trouble. Technology moves on, and oh, very twee. Oh, look, he's now he's trying to catch me out. It's now down the bottom, and the fax number's down the bottom. Leave the phone number up there, you. Up, up, up. Thank you. Down a bit. Down a bit.
Just
One
wipe
more.
our faces out.
One more. One more. Oh, no, back up again. Thank you. Fire! No, the thing is that we've always been about technology anyway, and you can go on and on about the same things time and time again. And I have to say, that gets very boring. So, yes, we are looking more at digital, which might have annoyed one or two people who want analogue anarchy things. Several people have asked us about showing long clips of news feeds. It's actually not allowed. It's naughty. There's all copyright things to consider doing that. So, no, we couldn't do that. C-band, we've done it last 2 events. This time, we're focused on digital, we're focused on the multimedia side of it and all the new technologies. Lots more of that coming today. And maybe we'll go back in time another time. I don't know. Perhaps it'll be the history time when we'll go back to C-band and things, Paul, in a future edition. But because that was OTS and all that sort of stuff, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. And all that. Perhaps.
Well, not C-band.
No, but there was C-band, then OTS.
Yeah.
You know.
Now, I think what we ought to do is the equivalent of the TSUG members in Europe.
Yeah.
In America, they all got C-band dishes.
Absolutely.
The backyard dish enthusiasts.
Yes.
And we have a couple of satellites over there that the favourites with the C-band.
The Galaxy's one of them, isn't it?
No.
No.
That's Hughes. That's Hughes.
I thought that's popular with those lads though, isn't it?
Oh, it is popular, yeah.
Because of the feeds and things, yeah.
That's our rival.
Yeah.
We can talk about.
No, but you're allowed. Of course you do. Yeah. Go on.
No, we had an American transponder lined up for this, but as you probably know, a lot of all the stuff for the Satellite Festival is begged and borrowed, and
it's all volunteers.
Basically volunteered and for free, and we just couldn't get anybody to give us free transatlantic space segment. Well, we did.
Well, no, actually,
that's not quite true.
No, that's true.
Yeah.
Intelsat did. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Intelsat.
Yeah, because they did offer. We just couldn't kind of get the other links together.
But by the time we got the offer, it was like 2 days before the show, and we had to go through British Telecom and Comsat.
Lots of regulator issues and things.
We tried, but we'll get it into the US next time.
Next time round. Yeah. Okay.
And then we can maybe have a two-way thing, and they can tell us all about C-band.
That'd be cool.
And that would be good, wouldn't it? Because they know about it.
Yeah, absolutely, they do indeed. Yeah. But it's interesting actually how people still look at the older technology and sort of. It's a bit like this Radio Caroline malarkey all over again. You sort of grab hold of it and you won't let go of it, and it's rather like the first dish I ever had, which was a homemade thing. And it was homemade.
Comfort dish.
It was appalling, and I should have thrown it away years ago, and it broke my heart.
Got it, Eric.
No, I actually did lob it in the end, but it actually broke my heart to break this dish up and get rid of it. And it was about as efficient as a wet kipper, you know, for picking up satellite dishes, satellite signals. But it's just you can't throw it away. I can't throw my first satellite receivers away. They're in the loft.
So that house must be full
We're all
of
the same
stuff.
though. We're all the same.
Yeah.
Anybody wants a broken Drake ESR?
You've got one.
I've got one of those.
We should do a
Happily
swap shop.
send it to anybody, yeah.
No, we can't give away my lovely toys.
Swap. We could do a swap shop.
No, toy. Paul.
Actually, quite a lot of complaints yesterday about the sound. A lot of hum on the microphones, general sound quality problems. We were working last night on trying to solve those. I hope the sound's better this morning. Let us know if it isn't, but
it should be okay.
we think we've solved some of those problems.
In fact, one of the conversations took place at 3:30 this morning with those very nice guys who were still awake down at the uplink site. So, tar guys.
Now this one I love. It's from Philpott at Clara. Very interesting programme. It must be good, as my wife hates it. Oh dear. I'm sorry, Mrs. Philpott. Greetings from Robert Philpott and son, Christopher, from Horsted Keynes near Haywards Heath, West Sussex. He didn't even mention his poor wife.
No.
Oh, Mrs. Philpott. Sorry about that. I'll try and make it more interesting.
No wonder you hate
There's
it.
girly things this afternoon. We've got Philippe. He's for the girls. Oh, OK. Home of the other anoraks love the Bluebell Railway. Bluebell Railway?
That's down in, where's that? That's Kent, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is.
Oh.
Keynes.
Yes.
Like he said.
Yeah. Oh, right.
I love that one. It was excellent.
Oh, that's right, because Thomas the Tank Engine and all that lot go down in the summer. Wonderful place to go. Yes, absolutely. Paul, are you finished, or you got some more?
No, I've got another one. Have we actually mentioned shortwave?
Not really.
Okay. Well, we've got a lot of listeners who've been phoning in, who've received the signal on shortwave. I'll read one to you, or bits of it, because it's quite long. You get the idea. This is greetings from Massachusetts, USA. Chaps at SatFest, just a note to let you know I'm hearing you over here on shortwave with a pretty decent signal on 3955 kilohertz. I received an email from Eric Wiltshire the other day mentioning SatFest and giving the shortwave schedule. Thought I'd try you out. That was night before last. He's checked out the website, etc., etc. And we ought to explain perhaps how it's getting to America and the rest of the world by shortwave.
Well, actually, our friends at Merlin, who've come into the breach more than once in the last couple of weeks, wanted to, I don't know, kind of play with the network a little bit. And those nice engineering people Anorak, you'll get on, you will. Sort her out later. Anyway, those very nice people that do all the engineering work actually thought it might be a little bit of fun to just try things out again, start things up which haven't been used for a little bit. And they gave us a whole range of frequencies from 75 metre band through to 49 metre band, which is shortwave. And it's, you know, the old-fashioned crackly stuff, but it still works. The funny thing is, it does work. And so Merlin gave us all these nice frequencies all over the place, and people were just actually, for us, looking around, and we've actually done lots of little reporting for Merlin, so it's actually going to work the other way around.
All right, and we should explain who Merlin are. Merlin Communications are the privatised technical wing of the BBC World Service.
Yes.
They're the guys who for years and years have been running these huge transmitters in like Ascension Island.
In fact, if you want an Anorak's delight, a true Anorak's delight, wouldn't it be nice if you had control of somewhere in the region of 3,000 radio transmitters? Would you like your hands, your control, 3,000 radio transmitters around the world?
Because we know a man who does.
I'd like that. Oh, Mr. Cameraman would like that. Well, the guy that actually does the head of all that from Merlin is going to be here later on talking about their global network. And it is very interesting where they've got bits and pieces going out from. The shortwave signals, by the way, are all coming out of the UK.
Oh, are they?
No, UK transmitters, 500 kilowatt transmitters, 2 of them. I wouldn't want the electricity bill.
Stand by, if any radio shortwave enthusiast, stand by to talk to Tom Woodford this afternoon.
Yes.
Oh, he's coming today.
Yes. Who was that from, by the way? Look.
That was from Jerry Berg in Lexington, Massachusetts.
Oh, Jerry, who he's the chairman of a club out there. First time I met Jerry was on another festival-ish type event we did in August, and guys in the States were all emailing us and, like, you know, different bits. That was Radio Caroline as well.
Dave, help.
Rack attack.
Nice.
Can I tell you a true story?
Go on then. Out with the story.
Camera up for David. About
He's not an anorak.
4 to 5 years ago, when I first met David, he knew nothing about offshore radio ships and all that sort of thing, which effectively started before he was born, to be honest. Now, David has more CDs and historical tapes of the offshore radio stations than I have.
Dave, I want to work with you.
It's true! It's true, you cannot fib, can you, Mr. Rhodes?
Private chat later, David.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Right, OK, we have another one here. Hi, I'm watching your programme from the UK in Leyland, Lancashire. The festival is certainly better and more entertaining than the usual rubbish you find on the terrestrial and Sky satellite channels. I like this guy. I'm 17, so mature, and mostly interested in the net. I really enjoyed your computer bit at 11 o'clock this morning. Hey, we were doing that bit.
We were, weren't we?
Oh, I love you. I love this guy. I do, well, used to, spend a lot of time online, i.e. £50 bills a month. Anyway, the reason for emailing you is to give my website a viewing. The URL is... In my spare time, I create dance music.
Oh, right.
Not line dance music, Eric.
No, he's in about real dance music, yes.
And put it online in the MP3 format, which, just in case you don't know, is 10:1 audio compression. You can get a player from...
Yeah, very
hey, that's very good.
Actually, the new MPEG audio, which David will probably run down here and flame me for, is really kind of good over the phone line. It's not CD quality, it's nowhere near it, but we're actually getting to the point where, for your benefit, the audio quality coming down the phone line is getting to medium wave-ish and up a bit. So on your ordinary phone, which normally sounds... you can actually get reasonably good audio on it.
Right. Can I just... A lot of people aren't writing their names on these things. Please write your name.
Well, put your names on them, yes.
Yeah, T. Kenya.
Actually, I just thought of something. If we talk to Mark nicely, because I haven't thought of doing this, but I'll throw a spanner in the works as usual. Because it would be kind of nice to actually play a piece of real audio, so people could hear what it sounds like. Because a lot of people don't realise what real audio sounds like, and I give, as part owner of the copyright to a certain website.
Pale.
David's gone pale. He's gone pale. The Media Zoo. There's some real audio on there of David talking. And I think we'll play some of that later. Yes, we will. That'd be a wonderful idea. Good. So we'll demonstrate some real audio with a bit of that later for you.
Great idea. I think. Good. OK. I'm done.
I don't know if anyone can. Can you explain this one to me, Eric?
I'll try.
This is Wim Sylvia from the Netherlands. He says, "Still enjoy your show. Have you anything on video from Koet and Bai? Greetings from Heer Hugevard." Does that make any sense to you?
No.
Well, I don't think we have got it, Wim, but thanks for...
Well, we know where Hugevard is.
I know where Heer Hugevard is. It's up in the north of Holland near Alkmaar, not far from the Afsluitdijk.
That's right.
Yeah,
which is where we've done the festivals from before.
Yeah.
So, morning, Wim. Are you well?
Wim.
Have I got any tapes of the other ones? Any bits like that? No, not with us. Sorry.
Bai is probably a place.
Yeah.
Right.
Ah, okay,
Yeah.
okay. No, I haven't got anything else interesting in this lot.
You'll squeeze in one more.
No,
No, I'll tell you what, we'll let him get reorganised on that because there's far too many to go
We
through,
need
to be quite
organise.
Look,
I did notice we had some from France yesterday, and I was very pleased.
all the French connection and all the earlier faxes and emails are in the studio, so if you want any of those, we'll get you those to me. I'll tell you what we'll do, we'll take a break for a couple of minutes. You want me to pad a bit? Oh, dear. Wants me to pad a bit. OK, let's do some recaps. The email's all working fine. You can just email us in and we'll print them off and the guys will read them. Paul's actually going to update Paul's World a bit, which is now quite interesting because I, in very amateurish fashion, drew the USA on his map last night and broke it. If you want the schedule of today, which is going to be pretty much about right to start with, as it says on the bottom of the screen, down that way, www.mediazoo.co.uk. All right, so that's the old HTTP bit then, www.mediazoo.co.uk, and it's as easy as that. Phone number's up there, fax number's there, web bit's down there. It's easy as that, really, isn't it, I guess? And do you want to know what's coming up, for those that haven't got the old internet-y thing? We've got more...
It's coming up.
You're obsessed.
I'm obsessed with Philippe.
She met Philippe here. Was it a week or 2 weeks ago?
It was last week.
Was it last week? Yeah. 1 week ago, thank you. You know how the fellas, girls, you know how the fellas dribble over the new technology toys? Well, they stop putting the box home and cuddle it. And then not only do they put the box in nicely, but then they put the box away, so the box doesn't get marked either.
Oh, how sad. Oh, my God.
That's how sad this model was when Philippe walked in.
He's a very professional
I'm not
guy.
allowed to say this early on a Sunday morning. She was drooling, but, you know, far be it from me.
And I noticed you separated me from Howard yesterday.
I did, absolutely.
I was very upset.
Interesting thing for the guys earlier on. We asked a question yesterday, I wonder if you're paying attention. Formula One, what's that got to do with hi-fi? Formula One...
You'll find something.
company in to tell us all about that.
Excellent.
What's Formula One got to do with hi-fi? A little bit later on. We are going to be talking home automation later.
Goody.
Now, you're sold on this now, aren't you?
Totally sold on home
Do
automation.
you want to quickly tell the disco story? Or disco lights?
Well, we got these lights. I got this control given to me, and I took it home, plugged it in, and was playing with it all night. You can control your whole house with this thing, so you'll be seeing it.
Yeah.
It's very good.
And that's all coming in later on.
You can freak your whole family out. You can just turn the button and the lights go on.
I have one of those.
They really are very, very neat. It's all the new... As you mentioned Tom Woodford earlier. Kevin will be in. Kevin is actually the guy that looks after all this network with Tom. They'll be in later on this morning from Merlin. And then followed by that, actually, is Glyn from BBC DAB. And there's actually quite a nice video they've put together about how DAB works. So that'll be quite good fun. And I think at that happy point, we'll let you know that this afternoon you don't get to see me for a while. Yeah, absolutely. Because a friend of mine who's actually a highly respected journalist in the online and PC world will be joining us, Roland Perry, and he's going to be talking to quite a lot of people about virus systems, networking. One important thing for a lot of people, I know with a company like GE, you've got huge IT experts talking about year 2000. There's been a lot of misnomers about year 2000, whether your computer will pack up. Do you know what year 2000 syndrome is with computers? Some computers on the year 2000 will just go...
Oh, I've heard about this,
Yes.
yeah.
Well, the fact is, it's only probably going to be a minor, not a really big...
Yeah, but it's not just computers.
No,
it's things that are embedded in things. So, like, It might be a
VCRs?
little part of an aircraft engine, for example.
Oh, wow.
Or it might be a part of...
Allegedly.
Allegedly, yes.
So we're all going to go back to
Whatever.
pens and papers.
Well,
No,
Goody.
it's a problem that has to get solved, and we're
Yeah.
taking it very seriously, no doubt about that. Every bit of GE is taking that very seriously.
yeah, I think that the problem is that the bigger the company, the harder it gets. And there's a lot of, shall we say, scaremongering going on as well, as always happens with these sort of situations. And I'm not going to say who, what, where, I, when and why, but I actually got a CD-ROM from somewhere that says, check your system. And it said my system was useless for the year 2000, which is actually not true. If you put a professional one in, it's fine, and it is fine. But, you know, this other one sort of told you a load of old rhubarb.
So who's talking about that?
That will be Roland. Yes, he's in this afternoon. Eurocrest are coming in, and they will actually tell you about that, and they're quite honest about it. Sometimes you need help, sometimes you don't, and they're going to qualify all that. And at this point, we'll take a short break. We're going to talk about... to quickly introduce Elfun for us.
Elfun?
Elfun.
Okay, Elfun Society is a group within General Electric which is dedicated to community involvement projects, and that's partly why I'm here this couple of days, is to introduce GE as the kind of company that gets involved in projects in the community. We've done a lot of just basic things, like wherever there's a GE business, they will do something. We at GE Capital, for example, renovated a community centre in Brixton. We don't put a lot of money into these things. GE is a very big company, it's a very mean company as well with its actual money, but it's very generous with its time its resources and its people to do stuff in the community. I think that's probably an important point, because when people think about GE doing things in the community, they think, we can get a couple of $1 million from them.
They can just throw things.
Yeah, they can just throw money at it. It doesn't happen that way. What happens is they like to work with the local governments or with the community groups.
Well, your colleague yesterday
resources.
proved to me the reason why you shouldn't do that. Vic Ware was talking about the driving project that's going on, but as Vic said, no, we won't pour money into it, because all that happens is at the end of 2 years
the money's gone.
The money's gone, and your project dies.
Yeah.
What they'd rather do is make the project become self-funding, and that makes sense to me. Yeah. Okay, let's have a look at the Elfun video from GE.